Respected sadhakas, salutations, bhaktas, jignasus, mumukshus, the shishyas of, deserving shishyas of the great Sanatana Dharma, Guru Parampara. Together salute the Parabrahma, salute the Parameshwara, salute the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, salute Shruti Mata. Just to become aware of the world with all the science and technology growing with such a unstoppable rapid speed, trying to discover at every moment, invent something, every moment anew and afresh. Yet, from one standpoint, if you see, the whole world is running, but like a person who gets up and runs or walks or seemingly does many things in sleep. In the sleep, some people have this habit of sleepwalk. They appear to be doing everything normal, but they are not aware at all. They get up, they go to the refrigerator, they take water, then go outside, sit in a chair for some time, even go to the garden. All that's happening. They come and sleep. They don't even aware. In the same way, just be mindful, be aware of this point that the whole world is now in a status of stupor and slumber from one standpoint. To put it more precisely, clearly, they are doing so many things, but without the clarity of what for they are doing and is it worthy of doing. Without these questions, without the answers to this question, like the blind leading the blind or in the rat race ki tarah, the whole science, technology, and the people who are following it are just moving towards nowhere, reaching nowhere. Maximum what they reach is a death. That's it. In between, of course, for the body, etc., some comforts are added. But is that all the life? Therefore, don't go by the so called scientific technological development. With all science technology, the outer comforts, luxuries are definitely growing. But the saddest paradox is the inner human, true human being, the inner individual, the inner person is day by day degrading, falling down and down only in his animalistic, devilish ideas. Inner personality is not getting changed. He is working out, earning lot of money, moving in cars, moving in planes, claiming to be this and that outside. But inside, same animal in him, same person of the lusts and passions and greeds, same tendencies which they are there in him right from the beginning of creation, same are continuing life after life, even in this life, even in this age, you call it as computer age, technological age, whatever. Man is not evolving. Inner man. Outer things are changing. Comforts are growing. Therefore, let us not be in a biggest mistake of taking the outer development as true growth or evolution. Absolutely absurd it is, absolutely wrong. Therefore, don't follow that wrong trend of imagination that the world is growing. World is not growing, it's only falling down. In all its inner beauties and glories. Where are the dharmas or the values which we had just 40, 50 years back? Where are the family bonds and love? which he had 30, 40 years back? Where are those kindnesses and compassions which were there few years back? Where are those helps done even unasked? Where are those mutual loves, mutual faiths, mutual trusts, mutual being together? Where are they? Therefore, are we really growing or falling down? More doubts, more confusions, more misunderstandings, more strong egos, more isolations, more criminalities in the mind, more animalistic tendencies. Growing. Or who says we are growing? We are not growing, we are falling on. The contribution of the science and technology, without its this type of intention, it is happening. Because people have become extremely arrogant, extremely selfish, extremely bhautikavadin. Because of bhautikavada, spirituality zero हो गया. Because of extreme selfishness, too much of possessiveness हो गया. Because of extreme arrogance, the total isolation, not able to meet with or mingle with the people. We're all living together independently, confused, frightened, doubtful about anyone, about everyone. You can't trust anyone in today's world. Everyone is like that. Doubting each one, groping in darkness, going for the outer bhoga as a slave whose consequence is nothing but losing all the energies, abilities, and faculties. And the inner those, let us say, the passes or the ulcers or the dukkha or the pain, nobody to share outside. Therefore, it is bursting inside only. As volcano, suddenly one gets addicted to the drugs or drinks, another becomes a mental pagal, third fellow enters into depression, and the fourth one is dying out of suicide. This is what today's human race going through. Just observe. You and I are lucky that we are continuously every day exposed to the correct way of assessing the life and lived outer, inner, and also we are exposed to the absolute truth reality through the spirituality, which is actually final goal of evolution. Minus the spirituality in life, the whole humanity is a maddening crowd running, 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 reaching nowhere but to the doom or destruction. Just to see the weaponry growing, each country against other, angry, wants to kill everyone there, just to bomb them. Is it evolution? Where is it? Nowhere it is. The meaning of the word evolution itself is misinterpreted. Meaning of happiness, the definition of all the sacred words are absolutely mutilated and corrupted or destroyed only. हैप्पीनेस का डेफिनेशन बदल गया, पीस का डेफिनेशन, जॉय का डेफिनेशन, लव का डेफिनेशन, all of them are gone. The pure ones have gone, replaced by only negative things. The ruthless following of the truth or the values is replaced just by the compromises and justifications. But everything compromise. आज नहीं नहाया नहाया कोई बात नहीं बेटा, नहीं तो कोई कोई शेर वेर नहाता नहीं, तो शेर का बच्चा है, नहीं नहाया कोई नहीं। माँ आज मैंने होमवर्क नहीं की, कोई बात नहीं बेटा, हम समझा देंगे टीचर को। कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग, थर्ड रेट ऑफ लाइफ, मिसगाइडिंग द चिल्ड्रन एंड जस्टिफाइंग दैट। आज क्लास नहीं आया, शर्म भी नहीं आता, इवन ए लिटिल थॉट ऑफ शर्म ही नहीं है, टोटल जस्टिफिकेशन। Justification for not being spiritual, not being value oriented, not being valuing the customs and traditions. चलेगा वाला टाइम, कुछ भी चलेगा इस दुनिया में. Like the stupid doctors also guide the people. कुछ भी खाओ तुम. What बेवकूफ? How can you say कुछ भी खाओ when he is suffering with disease? There's no doctor who ruthlessly says if you start continue eating that you will die only. You don't come to me. First stop eating that nonsense. Take this their medicine. Then only you will be cured. कोई दम नहीं है किसी डॉक्टर. अब बोलते कुछ भी खा लो बीमार हो जाओगे. टेक माई मेडिसिन. मेरा तो बन रहा है काम. आई एम गेटिंग माई मनी. द करप्शंस कोई बात नहीं, थोड़ा पैसे निकाल दे दो टेबल के नीचे से, सब चलता है. व्हाट ए illusory life of, you know, what you, there's no words to use for. Whole world is moving. In India, we have all the values till our Indians became NRIs and brought that culture to this. Once the materialism enters, all the beauty of evolution just gets stagnant. भौतिकवाद आते ही सारे ह्यूमन प्रगतियां आध्यात्मिकता सारे नष्ट हो जाते. द वैल्यू सिस्टम, ट्रेडिशन सिस्टम, customs, cultures, spirituality, scriptures, everything finds no place at all. Our country also slowly becoming like that. Mahatmas are working very hard. Great, some bhaktas are working, some volunteers are working, some organizations are working. इसलिए to some extent it is surviving. Observe the world where it is going only for its own doom and destruction. Don't follow the world. Then observe one's own mind, what it is containing, what it is pursuing, what is it valuing, what it is taking it as its goal. Are we thinking first of all? I think human being has stopped thinking long back. Replace thinking by the worry, the anxiety, the desires, the lusts and passions, the grabbings, the indulgences. बस फंस गए हो इसमें. थिंकिंग बहुत दिन हो गया सोच कर आदमी, है ना, सोचने का छोड़ ही दियो. वी हैव टू थिंक व्हाट आर वी एक्चुअली, व्हाट इज द वर्ल्ड एक्चुअली, व्हाट्स आवर रिलेशन विद दिस वर्ल्ड, what ultimately has to be achieved. Is our mind thinking in these angles, or our mind also, other than the class time, is colossally idiotic like anybody, of only valuing this world and its outer achievements or outer gains and outer impulses or indulgences, in spite of getting the blessings to listen to the glorious Shastras indicating the absolute goal, the truth. हमारा दिमाग भी उसी में फंस रहा है, तो हम इस जगत के वश में आ गए, इस काल के वश में आ गए, कली काल, कली युग के इस समष्टि वासनाओं के वश में हम आ गए, which appears to be so powerful, so inevitable, so terrible. But then, in spite of all those compulsions, rushes and gushes and forces from within and without, the one who is able to withstand to all that onslaught and continues his true, ultimate, great pursuit of spiritual excellence, he technically in the Shastra Bhasha is called as Dhira Purusha, Dhairyavan. He is not getting flooded away in the flood of the maddening crowd of the world, heading towards just the life of destruction headlessly. धीर पुरुष कश्चित धीर प्रत्यगात्मानमैक्ष. All are the Paraka Jagat Aikshat. This is Amrita Chakshu, is the open Chakshu. Amritattva Michan is only going to die, the worldly people. Mad crowd. Born, growing through the variety of the routines, like the others who are doing. Same thing, and एक दिन बस बिना किसी को बताए मर गया. Is that the way the human life has to be lived? दिमाग नहीं है, सोच नहीं सकते, समझ नहीं सकते, शास्त्र नहीं है, गुरु नहीं है गाइड करने को. to tell us where's the fulfillment, what to do. People don't want to listen all. They are in an arrogant masti of different type, destructive. पागल खाने की तरह सब याद रखना, पूरा दुनिया पागल खाना है. क्या कर रहे हैं किसी ने बताया? वो हु कर रहे हैं, हाँ कर रहे हैं, एंजॉय. दे आर ड्रिंकिंग, दे आर बोजिंग, दे आर indulging, thinking that they are intelligent, thinking that they know the things. बेवकूफ नंबर वन, मूर्ख. And in the group of all murkha, everybody agrees to each other to be wise. है ना? पागल खाने में सबको लगता है हम नॉर्मल है, पता ही नहीं चलता उनको पागल खाने में है. So to all human race, thinking it is intelligent, but it's mad now. Working towards those which are nothing but destructive, and it's the evolution, it only pulls us down. As a human, in fact. Where are the human values? Animals का ही सारे tendencies आ गए, तो we have fallen down only. These two terrible bacteria and viruses totally खोखला बना दिया human being को. One is compromise, second is justify. Compromise with all higher goals and values and living that total life and justify. Justify. हाँ? खुद को justify करते हैं. And your children, wife, husband, they never come to classes for years together. We just justify. ठीक है मत आओ तो मत आओ. What मत आओ? You just sit in the class, that's it. 1 month. दम नहीं है बोलने को, हिम्मत नहीं है बच्चों को बोलने का. किसी को कोई बेवकूफ़ी कर रहा है तो जस्टिफाई हो रहा है इधर. कोई भोग जीवन जी रहे हैं, जस्टिफाई हो रहा है. Justifying our own children and our society. They are not the values 40 years, 50 years back. Even little mistake done, the guilt, the regrets, the punishments were so severe. तो कुछ ऐसे सोचने को भी डरते थे. हमने देखा है हाउ वी वर विद आवर पेरेंट्स. कितने डरते डरते कोई छोटा काम गलत वाला करने का हिम्मत भी नहीं. Now it is lavish, open, and it is taken as a status in the society. इन और चाइल्डहुड एक कुछ ऐसे ड्रिंक दारू होता है करके बाद भी नहीं पता होता था हमको. वेरी सीक्रेटली, वेरी रेयरली, once in a lifetime of blue moon. Now it has become fashion. There are more drinking places on the roads than anything, and the people take a pride on it. And बेशरम से लोग, even in auspicious occasions like festivals, they add these drinks and eating non-veg, etc., as a fashion. There's no house where the drinking bottles are not there. There's no program without it, good or bad. What a low level of falling to Rakshasic way. You think we are evolving? Never. We are falling. With all this scriptural study daily for 4-5 hours, still our own minds observe करो क्या सोच रहे हैं. हम ही ऐसे पढ़े हैं, those who never are exposed to this, अब उनका क्या पूछना, क्या गुजर रहा है सबके मन में. Your own children, grandchildren, not exposed at all to spirituality. The devil is operating in it. Only a question of waiting for some time for it to get burst. Even if it doesn't get, the whole world will see that he is bumped and bursted with negativity. Because the positive is not given. High time it is that hundreds and thousands of Mahatmas come and guide the whole universe and globe from this wrong direction to the right direction of true individual and total evolution, inner evolution. Evolution in values, in scriptures, in spirituality, these are true evolutions. So मैं कहने का बात यह है, बच के रहना दुनिया से. Don't get lost in it. There's nothing in this world except things to destroy us. 2 वक्त का खाना, बैठ अपना अंदर का खोज करना, जर्नी. More you meet with the people and all, there all negativities will come to you. Unnecessarily don't meet. There's a duty है तो जाओ. Obligation है तो compulsory है तो. Other than that, just save yourself by doing one's own sadhana more and more, more. बाप रे, भयंकर है दुनिया. May the Lord bless us in giving this confidence to walk exclusively the spiritual path, in spite of whatever non-conducivenesses are there outside and inside. And the only thing that helps us is everyday exposure with our intellect to the Shastra Jnana, and through that to the Lakshya Marga. That's why our everyday classes. साधना नहीं कर रहे होंगे हम, नो डाउट, बट देन एटलीस्ट वी आर रिमाइंडेड एवरी डे. नहीं किया क्लास में ही तो याद भी नहीं रहता कि ऐसा कोई स्पिरिचुअल गोल हो सकता है. दैट्स व्हाई योर ओन पीपल अराउंड, योर ओन फैमिली मेंबर्स, योर रिलेटिव्स, those are with some or the other Sant Mahatma Satsang सुन रहे, good, they are also safe. But what about others? And even in those so-called spiritual people, how many are studying scriptures truly, regularly, sincerely, trying to get convinced about Paramatma, his existence, him as the goal? Very few. Why I say rarer than the rarer species में भगवान ने हमको रखा है, who are studying Upanishads every day, unbroken, continuous stream. हालांकि पूरा बात समझ में नहीं आ रहा हमको, कन्विक्शन, कोई बात, वो होगा. वो बात इज वेरी टफ, चोरस से धारा है, मन बुद्धि को ठीक करना है, अभी टाइम लगेगा. बट द पाथ चोजन इज अल्टीमेट, ग्रेटेस्ट. Nobody can be greater than us in this way. As regards the path chosen, moving in the path against strengths and staminas, knowledges, convictions, inner and outer obstacles, the prarabdha, samashti and vyashti, the runa, इतने सारे होते हैं. That's how the delay. That's how the delay even in initiation. But every day we are reminded, that's not the goal. This is your goal. Thank to the rishis and munis. I to thank Baba, Puja Gurudev and all the Guru Parampara, that they are putting us in touch with the theme, the goal, the Parabrahma every day. More so morning, afternoon, evening also. Kya? The Lord has given us the health, the long life, है ना, द कन्वीनियंसेस. कभी हमें गड़बड़ करके जाते हैं छोड़कर, ओ दैट्स आवर इमेच्योरिटी और बैड लक. बट अदरवाइज वाह, प्रोटेक्ट करो भगवान ऐसे ही निरंतर. मे आई नॉट गेट लास्ट और ट्रैप्ड in the whole worldliness with my mind intellect, getting lost in it, getting carried away by it. No, never it should. मर जाऊं लेकिन नहीं जाऊं दुनिया में. Let me be only at your feet, O Lord, in bhakti, in your own oneness, with you in that meditation, tattva jnana ke dwara. Okay, now let us do our today's Aitareya. I just felt like observing the world, what's happening, where everything is going, what is our role. First, अपने आप को थोड़ा balance करो. What contribution we can do to the world, in what way. Some thoughts this were felt, so shared with you. ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तस्मै ऐतरेय उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिशङ्करात् नमः। वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यपरम्परायाः देवतापरम्परायाः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति सामरस्य एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् शुद्ध परा सनातन धर्म संस्थापना कार्ये निष्ठितानाम् अस्माकं सह समस्त भक्त साधक सेवकानां धर्म संस्थापकानां आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि सत्संपदा सत्साधना सानुकूल्यतानां शक्तीनां अवाप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम श्री ऋग्वेदांतर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकः नस्तावदमशान्त्यै यस्य पादनखच्छटा शरच्चन्द्रनिभा भाति तं वन्दे नीलचिन्मणिम्। ओमथ श्रीऋग्वेदान्तर्गत ऐतरेय शाखान्तर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषद् प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमः खण्डः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य मआणिस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेन अने प्रहासि अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ आत्मा वा इदमेक एवाग्र आसीत् नान्यत् किञ्चन विशत स ईक्षत लोकान्नुसृजै इति स इमान् लोकानसृजताम्भो मरीचिर्मरमापो अदोम्भः परेण दिवं द्यौः प्रतिष्ठा अन्तरिक्षं मरीचयः पृथिवी मरोया अधस्तात्ता आपः स ईक्षते मेनुलोका लोकपालान्नुसृजा इति सोऽध्य एव पुरुषं समुद्धृत्य अमूर्छयत् तमभ्यतपत् तस्याभितप्तस्य मुखं निरभिद्यत यथा अण्डं मुखाद्वाग् वाचो अग्निः नासिके निरभिद्येतां नासिकाभ्यां प्राणः प्राणाद् वायुः अक्षिणी निरभिद्येताम् अक्षिभ्यां चक्षुः चक्षुषा आदित्यः कर्णौ निरभिद्येतां कर्णाभ्यां श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रात् दिशः त्वग्निरभिद्यत त्वचो लोमानि लोमस्य ओषधिवनस्पतयः हृदयन्निरभिद्यत हृदयात् मनसः मनसश्चन्द्रमाः नाभिर्निरमिद्यत नाभ्याम अपानः अपानान् मृत्युः शिष्णं निरमिद्यत शिष्णाद्रेतो रेतस आपः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. We are in the discussion of first mantra of the first khanda of the first adhyaya of this Rigvedantargata moksha giving Aitareya Upanishad, containing in its womb one of the four Mahavakyas, Prajnanam Brahma. Sambandha Bhashya is very detailed. Temporarily we kept it aside, but we are seeing it definitely a little bit we saw. We'll continue if time permits today. We are studying the first mantra. Itself is so important, infinitely complete, that understanding, meditating, realizing the meaning of this first mantra is enough for getting moksha. Like this, many of our Upanishads, in the first few slokas only, they teach the moksha for the Uttamadhikar. Every of our Sanatana Dharma Shastras, almost all of them. See that Yoga Darshanam, Rumai Madhya. अथ योगानुशासनम योग चित्तवृत्ति निरोध तदा दृष्टु स्वरूपे अवस्थानम कैवल्यम. ओके. In Gita, देखो, in the second chapter itself, the entire moksha is given us. Esha brahmi siddhi partha nainam prapyo hyati stitva syamanta kalepi brahma nirvana murchati. Take the Ishavasya, first mantra. Ishavasya midagam sarvam kitkincha jagatyam. हो गए. केन ब्रह्मशत, first श्लोक. After the question, श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रम मनसो मनो यद वाचो वाचो सो प्राण से प्राण चक्षुः चक्षुः अतिमुच्च धीराः प्रेते अस्मात् लोकात् अमृता भवन्ति. हो गया मोक्ष. See the Mundaka Upanishad. First only atapara ya tadaksharam adhigamyate yatadadreshyam agrahyam agotram avarnam chakshushrotram tadpadipadam nityam vibhu sarvagatam susukshma ved bhutayori paripashanti dhiraha. हो गया. तैतरीय उपनिषद ब्रह्म विदा आपनोति परम तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यम ज्ञानवनंदम ब्रह्म. हो गया. See the Mandukya. In the beginning only. ओम इत्येतदक्षरमिदगम सर्वम तस्य उपव्याख्यानं भूतं भवत् भविष्यत् इति सर्वम् ओंकार एव. यच्च अन्यत् त्रिकालातीतं तदप्योंकारे एव सर्वं हि एतद् ब्रह्म अयमात्मा ब्रह्म सोऽयमात्मा चतुष्पात्. और प्रश्न उपनिषद. Everyone of the Prathama mantra. In that only the theme is given, the goal is given. Even the sadhana is also indicated for Uttamadhika. For us also in the present text, Aitareya Upanishad, the first Adhyaya, first Khanda, first mantra. ये सुन लो, बाकी आप छोड़ दो, कोई बात. आत्मा वा इदमेक एव अग्रे लोकानुसृजा इति. Three things. In that also the one and two are important. We with the Bhashyam trying to understand the first mantra. First line, Atmava idameka eva agre asit, to some extent we have seen. What is the simple direct meaning? Is idam, the entire world of multiplicity, inner and outer. Agre, before it got created or produced, whatever the words you use, they all were, be attentive, आत्मा इन ओनली. परमात्मा के ही है वो, परमात्मा ही है. They are all Paramatma only. They were all Paramatma only. Before all this idam got into creation, it was Paramatma only. हो गया. Is called who was there was Vishnu only. Vishnu alone is expressing as Vishwam. Therefore Vishwam Vishnu. हो गया. Entire Vishnu Sahasranama Saramsha is in the first two lines. Earlier, Vishnu alone was there. Atmava idam eka agri asit. Nanyat kinchana vishat. Then Vishwam sa ikshate me lokanu sujaiti. Then the whole solution is what? What is the whole thing then? Whole Vishwam is Vishnu only. Nothing more than Atmava idam agra asit, but whole thing is same Paramatma. There is nothing other than Paramatma. Ye experience is moksha. But that Paramatma is discovered in the heart through meditation. For that, all the guidance are given to pull us from where we are lost in the world outside into the path and place where this Paramatma is recognized, realized, discovered, experienced. Okay. So what we saw yesterday of the first line, first shloka, 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 explanations were given first for the word Atma or the Lakshanas of the Atma, the self. This is what we have to realize actually. First word is the Lakshya. And what is Atma? Apnoti, Atti, Adatte. What are the other things said? Paraha, Sarvagnaha, Sarvashaktihi, Ashanayadi, Sarvasamsara Dharma Varjitaha, Nityaha, Shuddhaha, Buddhaha, Muktaha, Ajaha, Ajaraha, Amaraha, Amrutaha, Abhayaha, Advayaha. 17 विषय बताए. 17 things about the Atma Vastu. If you make Jara Mrityu Varjita, some two more. Ashana Pipasa bola idhar. So to Jara Mrityu Varjita, Shoka Moha Varjita, because 19 things about Atma are told. Every word's meaning we have seen. This is Atma explained. Okay. Then next letter is Va. Va means why. Why means indeed. Atma. Why? Indeed, this Lakshana Yukta Atma alone was what? Idam. Idam means Yat Uktam. That which is named or spoken. What it is? Nama, Rupa, Karma, Bheda, Bhinnam. Jagat. Idam means this Jagat. And what is Jagat? Nothing but the Bheda Bhinna. That which is differentiated because of differences. And differences are in what? Nama, Rupa, Karma. So नाम और रूप और कर्म में भेद होने के कारण भिन्न भिन्न दिखने वाला ये जगत दिस जगत अग्रे अग्रे मीन्स व्हाट जगत सृष्टि प्राक बिफोर द क्रिएशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड व्हाट इट वाज आत्मा एव एकः आसीत् that Atman which is not two, one without second है ना आत्मा वही था ये सारा जगत. सो हिंदी में बताए तो नाम रूप कर्म के भेद के कारण भिन्न भिन्न दिखने वाला ये जगत सृष्टि होने से पहले आत्मा ही था. कौन सा आत्मा? ऊपर जो बताया आप नोते आदत्ते अति अजहा अजरहा अमृतः अवयः सर्वज्ञः सर्वशक्ति असनाय आदि संसार धर्म वर्जितः नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त स्वभावः. धाट इतने लक्षण रखने वाले आत्मा ही था ये सारा जगत. आत्मा वै इदम एक एव अग्रे आसीत्. एक आत्मा एव अग्रे इदम जगत आसीत्. सो आत्मा एव आसीत्. एक आत्मा एव आसीत्. It was self and it was that self which is one without second. The whole jagat. This is the meaning of first sentence. Actual meaning. But the Purva Pakshi asks a question. The answer of this question is the crux of entire Vedanta. इतना भी समझ लेवे तो वे हैव बिकम समझदार. बट मुश्किल है समझना और पकड़ के रखना इज मोर डिफिकल्ट. दैट नॉलेज, है ना. नॉलेज इज लाइक mercury only. It appears you are caught it, you have caught it, but वो आता ही नहीं पकड़, वो फिसल ही जाता है. You have to hold that knowledge with, and then withhold the knowledge, live that knowledge. Then only the knowledge blesses us. What is the question? कि किम न इदानीम सह एव एकः. Do you mean to that now the world is not that one Paramatma? That it is totally other than it, apart from it, independent of it? Is the world now with so much of Bheda appearing is भिन्न, the Bheda in Nama Rupa Karma, क्या वो अब आत्मा नहीं है? That one without second आत्मा नहीं है, वो तो पूरा डिवोर्स हो गया, अलग हो गया. Answer is no. ना मतलब क्या? ना कह रहे हो मतलब क्या है कि even though it is so, आत्मा only, then कथम तथा कथम तर्हि आसीत इति उच्यते. Then why are you saying आसीत तथा अथा? ये जगत पहले आत्मा था सृष्टि से पहले, और था कब यूज करते हैं? वो पास्ट टेंस है, अब नहीं है. लाइक नहीं, मैं इंटेलिजेंट था. अरे क्या आप नहीं हो? नहीं, अभी भी हूं. था क्यों बोला? इज इट नॉट? भाई आसीत श्रुतिमाता सेड, अस्थि कह दो ना ऑल द टाइम. अस्थि कह दो, बट भाई आसीत, आसीत है पास्ट टेंस. In the past, before the creation, the whole world was nothing but Paramatma. Is it not so now? Yeah, now also. But then why did the word Asit used Rikitha pehle? Answer is this, little subtler. Lucky we studied our Aitareya Upanishad. Half of my burden is gone to explain to you. Aitareya ने हमने exhaustively देखा इस बात को. Same thing Bhagavan here also putting. Whereas the commentary is same, the subject matter is same, the why it can be otherwise, how it can be otherwise, it has to be same. Answer, listen. कि यद्यपि, even though, इदानीम, even now also, सह eva ekah. Saha eva ekah. Even now also the world is that one without second Paramatma only. Tathapi, even then, asti vishesha. There's some vishesha is there. Some difference is there. Some vishesha, some specificity is there. What is the vishesha? Because of which the word asit had to be used. As if now the Bhagavat Jagat is not Paramatma. Only before creation it was Paramatma. What is that Visheshata? Remember, all this is not in terms of time, although the language is time. पहले वाला. It is only in terms of ignorance and knowledge, understanding and non-understanding. Like वो सांप था, अब रस्सी हो गया. That सांप था, रस्सी हो गया. Is it in time? Though it is calculated in time, but it is not in time, it's in understanding. It was understood as a snake earlier, now it is understood as the rope. The transformation journey is not in time, but in understanding. तथापि विशेष अस्ति. बोलो क्या है विशेषम? देखो ध्यान से. प्राग उत्पत्ति है, बिफोर क्रिएशन. उत्पत्ति, जगत का उत्पत्ति होने से पहले. व्हाट इज इन मांडुक्य? तत्सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशत में what we studied for paragraphs together. Same here is saying prag utpatti hai, before creation. Creation avyakrita, Avyakritam is unmanifest, undifferentiated. Vyakrita is differentiation and manifestation. So undifferentiated, unmanifest, avyakruta, nama rupa bhedam, which is that avyakruta, nama rupa only. Nama rupa bhedam, atma bhutam. It was one with the undifferentiated name and form, was one with atma. A very trickish thought it is, very subtle, very tough to catch. कैच किया तो आगे उपनिषद पढ़ने को आएंगे ही नहीं आप, एक मोक्ष हो जाएगा इसको समझने से. प्रागुत्पत्ते है अव्याकृत नामरूप भेदम आत्मभूतम. आत्मा एक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचरम जगत. दिस इज व्हाट अबाउट पास्ट में. I'll just read it out for you and explain. इदानीं व्याकृत नामरूप भेदत्वात् अनेक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचरम आत्म एक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचरम च इति विशेषः. अस्ति विशेषः इति विशेषः. What is the विशेष? प्रागुत्पत्तेः अव्याकृत नाम रूप भेदम. Before creation, the nama rupa bheda did not get manifested. Before creation, the nama rupa bheda did not get manifest. Therefore, this jagat, because the nama rupa bheda is not got, is called as with one name along with the atma as atma. आत्मा एक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचर. वाह क्या बढ़िया सा थॉट है. If we can catch it. So what was there before? Only Paramatma. Before the creation. Before the creation, therefore, has that Nama Rupa Bheda got manifested? No. So in that unmanifested expression stage of Nama Rupa, what was this Jagat called as? It is Jagat called as Atma only. वन ही शब्द, एक ही शब्द के द्वारा बुलाया जाता था ये जगत को आत्मा नामक. बिकॉज Jagat, which is Nama Rupa Bheda, has not got Vyakruta or manifest. Avyakruta उस time. Okay, then what is the meaning of Jagat or creation? What happened? Idanim, right now what happened? Vyakruta Nama Rupa Bhedatvat. The Nama Rupa Bheda got Vyakruta, expressed, manifested. Because of which what's happening? व्याकृत नाम रूप भेद आने का होने के कारण अनेक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचरम. लॉट ऑफ शब्दों के द्वारा इंडिकेट किए जाने वाले के रूप में आल्सो आत्म एक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचरम च. आल्सो द वन वर्ड द आत्मा आल्सो इति विशेषः. दिस इज द विशेष. So earlier the name and form were not manifest. Therefore the whole world is called as the Atma only. Because the name and form were not manifest. The whole Jagat is called as Atma only. Eka Shabda Gochar. अब क्या हुआ है? The world is called as Aneka Shabda Gochar. What are the Aneka Shabdas or names given is nothing but to the Rupa. What are the Rupa? Which are the Avyakrita Avastha se they have become Vyakrita. So the Rupa का व्याकृति हो गई, उस व्याकृत रूप का नाम दिया गया. इन दिस नामात्मक व्याकृत या व्यक्तित्व व्यक्त हो गया है. एंड दिस जगत विथ रूप नाम given so many names and forms, yet it is not missing its original thing called as an Atma. Okay, now this is explained with an example. When the example becomes clear, the thought becomes clear. If the thought is understood at that very moment, the realization happens. At that very moment means what is the thing to be understood or experienced, वो idea आ जाता है. But फिर भी mind being very volatile, changeable like the water, you may remove the moss. Again it comes in a second's time. इसलिए इस ज्ञान में हमको स्थिरता को पाना है. एग्जाम्पल देखो, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, ध्यान से सुन लेना. यथा, यथा मीन जस्ट लाइक, कि सलिलात पृथक, अदर देन वाटर. सलिल मीन्स वाटर, सलिलात पृथक अदर देन वाटर. फेन नाम रूप व्याकरणात् प्राक. फेन इज फॉर्म, FOAM. फॉर्म का एक रूप है और उसको नाम दिया फॉर्म करके. Before the rupa form, the form and the name form. Prak, before the Vyakaranatva expression of this happened. What was being called earlier it as Salila Eka Shabda Pratyaya Goshanameva Phenam. This phenam is called as the water only because it was with water. I get it. फेन के रूप में आने के बाद जिसको हमने फेन नाम दिया, ये प्रकट नहीं होने से पहले रूप inside the water. Therefore, water for the फेन at that time water only. अब क्या हुआ उसके बाद? ओके, फेनम सेकंड पॉइंट. यदा when सलिलात पृथक अदर देन वाटर नाम रूप भेदेन भेदेन व्याकृतं भवति. When it gets vyakrita manifested with the bheda in the rupa other than water, bheda in rupa as if other than the water, bhavati, that time to that bheda of the rupa which has come, a name is given, is phenam. Tada salilam phenam chaiti aneka shabda pratyaya bhak salilam eva iti cha eka shabda pratyaya bhak cha phenam bhavati tadvat. So अनेक शब्द में यू हैव टू ऐड द फेन, द बुदबुदा, द तरंगा. चलो 3 रख लो. तो डू यू सी द फेन इन द वाटर? या. डू यू सी द बुदबुदा इन द वाटर? बबल. डू यू सी द तरंगा इन द वाटर? या, वेव. नो, one question. In that budbuda taranga fena, the water is there or not? Yeah, water. So what is water? The earlier name. What are the new names? The salila, fena, budbuda. To whom they are given? To the forms. Where were the forms earlier before expressed? In the water only. In what form? Unmanifest. At that time, what was the name of Fena, Salila and Budbuddha? Budbuddha and Taranga. Name was Salila only, water only. तो इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? Only the Rupa and to that Nama given alone is the so-called Jagat. But before and during and every time it is mainly water. Like in the example of this, Fena Budbuddha and Taranga. That Fena Budbuddha Taranga goes after some time into what? Into the water only. As what? As unmanifest. Again for what? Only to get manifested. Therefore, what is creation is the manifestation of the unmanifest form. Many. Therefore, to differentiate, the names are given. Therefore, the unmanifest form and name manifestation is called as the creation or the world or Jagat. So, before that way getting into manifestation of Rupa Nama, whatever the Rupa Nama which you are now differentiating and talking, it is the Atma only earlier. Even now also Atma only, but Vishesha asti. What is the Vishesha? From the Avyakrita Rupa, the Rupa got Vyakrita expressed. And to that Rupa, a Nama is given. No more Jala, it is called as, or Salila, it is called as Fena, or called as Budbudha, or Taranga. The new names given to the new forms. Where are the water forms? Even now the forms are in the water only. But the Vishesha hai. इसलिए you can't call it anymore as water. Some other new name has to be given. Because it has taken a shape. It's no more like the shapeless, shape free water. रूप आ गया तो उसको नाम देना पड़ता है. That's the whole jagat. So contemplate on it. Anywhere, everywhere, whatever, inside or outside, what you see is pure conscious existence only. Brahman. चाहे को व्यष्टि में कहो, समष्टि कहो, ईश्वर संकल्प कहो, जीव का बेवकूफी कहो, मन का खेल, कुछ भी कहो. On that Paramatma, the Rupa is imagined to the Rupa, the Nama is given, the Nama Rupa put together with millions of varieties, low in front of us, appearing as the Jagat, even though in and through all of them, what's there is Paramatma. Contemplate on this thought as much as possible. To the example give the clarity. Therefore, यदा सलिलात् पृथक् नामरूपभेदेन व्याकृतं भवति तदा सलिलं फेनं च इति अनेकशब्दप्रत्ययभाक् सलिलम् एव इति च एकशब्दप्रत्ययभाक् च फेनं भवति तद्वत्. No, when the water appeared as wave or foam, does the water disappear to drop its name? No, it didn't disappear, it is there. Therefore, पानी भी है और फोम भी है. अब थिंक कहाँ इसी के ऊपर. The bubbles, water also is there, wave or bubble or foam also is there. What is this wave, bubble or foam? Is but nothing but name. Name is given for what reason? To differentiate. Why differentiation? Because it appearing is a specific form. It has to be recognized. Therefore, the name is. But where from that form came? From nowhere. From inside the water only it came. And it is inside. What form it was there at that time? Unmanifest. क्या बढ़िया एग्जाम्पल है देखो. द वेव इज इन एन अनमैनिफेस्ट फॉर्म इनसाइड द वाटर. एट दैट टाइम द वेव इज कॉल्ड एज वाटर ओनली. Only one name was there at the unmanifest time of this wave. It was one with water, it is called as water. So whole Jagat is one with the Atma, called as Atma before creation. But from the water, when the waveness manifested or exposed, manifest हो गया, in one particular rupa, which is appearing to be as if not like the original water, immediately you give it a name. The foam, the wave. See the language. देखो पानी में लहर, पानी में बुदबुद. Is that seventh vibhakti valid there? Think about this grammar. पानी में लहर होता है, क्या पानी लहर पानी ही है? Even now. And where was the leher before it expressed? It was unmanifest inside water. Now it got manifest. What manifest? Name and form. Therefore, name and form alone is Jagat on Paramatma. Therefore, what is named or what is formed is Paramatma only. But be attentive, the nascent formlessness of water always remains as so without formlessness, even though it is appearing as bubble or any of the wave. For that bubble and waves, every millimicrometer you check, what you find is the original water only. But ऐसे कुछ माया हो गई जिससे एक अलग रूप उसने तान लिया. इसको मजबूरन एक नाम देना पड़ा. Then the drishti is on this nama rupatmaka, so many manifestations on Paramatma called as Jagat. And we didn't stop there. We started labeling them. All these are not there at all in Paramatma. Once we started labeling them, then the entire Ragadvesha samsara comes. Then in the manifest Jagat, which actually never ever other than Paramatma, in whom there is no samsara at all, we have become samsari in that. Mhm. These expression like we need to contemplate on this. Before the creation, the entire world of names and forms, okay, is with with the whole Paramatma. At that time, all the Jagat is called only as Paramatma. And from that Paramatma, the self slowly, when unmanifest world has got manifested, it is given form name. The manifested in the form of the form, in those forms are given names. So therefore, Vishesha Asti. What is the Vishesha? Only one thing. In the pure water, the waves are unmanifest stage. When the waves have come from the water, the names and forms are manifested. So too in the pure Parabrahman, there is no Jagat or Rupanama. They were in unmanifest form. Then when they got manifested, they are given the name. It manifests in the form of form, given name. Name is only to that form, but basically the form belongs to water. Therefore, the original name, the water remains. Like you give a son a name. Name is secondary, but he remains basically your son. वो तो कोई कभी बिगड़ेगा नहीं बात. You can change the name of the child for some reason. पंडित जी ने कहा ये नाम इसका ठीक नहीं, इसे अनर्थ हो रहा है, गैजेट में भेजो, नाम बदल दो. नाम तो बदला, लेकिन मेरा बेटा तो नहीं बदला ना. और रिमेन्स थ्रू आउट लाइफ मेरा बेटा रहेगा. So too the common noun called as Paramatma is there inherent in everything. Then the uncommon thing, because of the manifestation of the unmanifested Rupa, a name is given. That's it, whole world is. At any given time in any of the avastha, what is experienced all the time is Paramatma only. But Vishesha Asti. What is the Vishesha? Rupa and Nama. That's it. So, just browse through. कि किं न इदानीं सः एव एकः न कथं तर्हि आसीदिति उच्यते. यद्यपि इदानीं सः एव एकः तथापि अस्ति विशेषः. प्रागुत्पत्तेः अव्याकृतनामरूपभेदम् आत्मभूतम् आत्मा एकशब्दप्रत्ययगोचरं जगत्. Before creation, the whole jagat, in which at that time the name and form were unmanifest, having one single common name called as Atma. Okay. इदानीं just now व्याकृतनामरूपभेदत्वात् अनेक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचर. ओनली द रूप आ गए, रूपों को अनेक शब्द दिया और उन शब्द के द्वारा गोचर होने वाला प्रत्यय के रूप में एज इफ इट इज सेपरेट द वाटर वो कहा जा रहा है. इति विशेष. दिस इज द विशेष. So in the water only unmanifest wave became wave. Instead of calling it as water, you are calling as wave. But inherently we know wave cannot be without water. Therefore the wave water word also continues. Our goal is water, not the wave. यथा सलिलात् पृथक् फेन नाम रूप व्याकरण प्राक् सलिल एक शब्द प्रत्यय गोचरम एव फेनम. So earlier, before manifestation of phenom in the water from where it has come, it is called as the water only that time. यदा सलिलात् पृथक् नामरूप भेदेन व्याकृतम. Other than the salila, in a specific rupa nama, when it got manifested, vyakrutam bhavati tada salilam phenam cha iti. Then it is given the common noun salilam, then the specified name depending on the rupa is called as ఇది అనేక శబ్ద ప్రత్యయ భాగ్ సలిలమేవ ఇది. 4 children are born. The common noun continue, they are my children. Then you give the 4 of them. Manaha, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Any of the name. Duryodhan, Dushasan, Karna, Shakuni. But common is children only. In the same way, whole world commonly Parabrahma only. From the Parabrahma, the unmanifest, Rupa got manifested, which is given the name. That name also from Parabrahma. Therefore, the meaning of Asit is this one. Even now also that Asti, but a Vishesha Asti. You see it as a Rupa and you recognize it with a name. And recognized as a Rupa and specified with a name. Whole world is itna hi hai. And the whole world of name and form continuously manifesting and dissolving into Paramatma. Like the waves are continuously manifesting in water, going back into water. It's a continuous, constant thing going on. But the water is never disturbed. Even though the wave appears, stays, disappears, and gives a break, again appears, the water doesn't change. Same way, the jagats are manifest, dissolving. The substratum Paramatma is never changing, is the same. So the manifested Jagat also basically Paramatma, but the Vishesha is Nama Rupa Vyakruti. Rupa comes, then it is given a name. ये हो गया आत्मा वा इदम एक एव अग्रे आसीत्. The second line. The anyat kinchanam ishat means what? Kinchanam mishat. Na anyat kinchana means na kinchidapi. कुछ भी थोड़ा सा also, even little also. Mishat. Mishat means nimishat. Nimishat means vyaparavat itaradva. Mishat means something which is doing something or not doing something. ऐसा कुछ न अन्यत कुछ था भी नहीं. At that unmanifested stage of Jagat, in the Paramatma, when Eka Paramatma alone was there, with him the whole Jagat was one. एक एव अग्रे आसीत. हमेशा एक ही परमात्मा है. बस रूप को नाम देना इज नथिंग बट क्रिएशन. है ना. सृष्टिर्नाम ब्रह्म रूपे सच्चिदानंद वस्तुनि अब्दौ फेन आदिवत् सर्व नाम रूप प्रसारण. Telugu people have heard this Drugdushya Viveka. Sushtirnama. What is the meaning of Sushti? Brahma Rupe Sachidananda Vastuni. On that Sachidananda Vastu, which is like Brahma Rupa, Abdau Fena Divat, like in the waters, the Fena Buddha are the names you give in the way Abdau Fena Vas Sarvam Nama Rupa Prasarana. Nothing but the manifestation of Rupa and given a name. That is the only thing in the whole world. Other than that, it has no other independent reality. Its reality is Parabrahma only. ऐसी किसी भी समय सारा जगत भगवान का ही स्वरूप है. सो न अन्यत किंचना मीन्स न किंचिदपि. मिशत मीन्स निमिषद व्यापारवद इतरद्वा. व्यापार करने वाला इन नहीं करने वाला कोई भी उपाधि उस परमात्मा में उस समय नहीं था. न अन्यत किंचना मिशत अदर देन हिम. Why are you using this word? When you said Ekam, we have understood. Why are you again telling us Nanyat? Because in my audience, there will be some people, Guru Maharaj saying, who are the Sankhya Darshana Vidyarthis. Some of them must be the Kanada Darshana. So in the Sankhya and Kanada, there is something other than Paramatma. By this sentence, Nanyat Kinchana Mishata, Shrutimata herself is rejecting their thoughts. According to the Sankhya's, what is that which is there? Anyam, other than Paramatma, simultaneously with him, like him, permanent. He says, Yatha Sankhyanam अनात्म पक्षपाती स्वतंत्रम प्रधानम। अनात्म पक्षपाती आत्मा से अलग होकर पक्षपाती के रूप में सामने खड़े होने वाला स्वतंत्र एक चीज है प्रधानम, which is called as प्रकृति, है ना। द प्रकृति what we call in Vedanta is called as pradhanam in the yoga shastra. For them, the Sankhya yogins, the pradhanam is always there other than Paramatma. The jiva gets bound by the pradhanam and becomes miserable. When he detaches from it and discovers his oneness with Paramatma, he is already liberated, but pradhana continues. Here it says, "Na anyat kinchana mishat." इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? यथा सांख्या नाम अनात्म पक्षपाती स्वतंत्रम प्रधानम, an example. Second, यथा च काणादानाम अणवः. The Kanada people accept the Anu are simultaneously existing along with Paramatma, like the Sankyans accept the presence of the Pradhanam, Mula Prakriti, along with Paramatma. Na tatha, na tadvat, iha, anyad atmana, kinchidapi vastu na vidyate. Not like those two philosophies. We are not doing the Sankhya or Yoga or any Kanada Shastra where they propose the presence of something other than Paramatma. We are studying the Uttar Mimamsa, the Vedanta Darshana Shastram. Yaha na anyat kinchana mishat means na tad वद यह अन्यद आत्मनः, आत्मा से हटकर और कुछ किंचित अभी वस्तु न विद्यते। किम तर्हि क्या? आत्मा एव एक आसीत् इति अभिप्रायः। Idea is what we said in the first line. Atma ekameva agra asit. The anyat kinchadram. So the Atma asit accepted by Sankhya, Karna and Vedanta. But the Sankhya says along with Atma asit, Pradhana also asti. Karna say the Anus Paramanus are there. Vedanta says na anyat ishat, because the Upanishad said na anyat kinchana mishata, that mishata living or non-living, performing or non-performing, ऐसा कोई भी था ही नहीं, that परमात्मा है भी नहीं. To differentiate from other philosophies, this upper उत्तर मीमांसा कहते हैं वेदांत मार्ग, अद्वैत वेदांत मार्ग, this thought is used. श्रुति माता हर सेल से अन्यत किंचन मिशत, मतलब सांख्यों की तरह प्रधान, काणादों की तरह परमाणु, ऐसा कुछ अन्य नहीं है सृष्टि से पहले, एक अग्रे परमात्मा एवं आसित, ये alone was there. So therefore in this the vadana of the Sankyans to for the continuation of the Prakriti is rejected. Vadana of the existence of the Anus, that also is rejected. Only Paramatma. Final is what? Atma eva eka asid iti अभिप्राय. द फाइनल अभिप्राय क्या है? सिर्फ परमात्मा ही थे, ये नान्यत किंचन विशद नहीं कहा. सो देन द वेदांत विल बी पुल्ड डाउन टू द अदर सांख्य इत्यादि दर्शनास वेयर दे एक्सेप्ट द प्रेजेंस ऑफ प्रधान. है पढ़ा है, आपको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करा, रहने दो. दैट्स व्हाट देयर आइडिया. वेदांत no no no, we follow the final sentence of Upanishad which says ekamevatmayam brahma. We don't accept the presence of pradhana or the kanas ityadi which the Sankyans or Kanadas talk about. Okay. Nanyat kinchana mishat is over. Now the third one is the ikshata. If this one is said, whole shloka is completed. स्वस्थ सर्व स्वभाव्याद आत्मा एकवास ईक्षत, थोड़ा सा है, फिर 20 मिनट या 15 या 10 मिनट तो लगेगा ही. टुमारो वी विल सी. So today we have completed Atma va idamekeva agre asita and then Nanyat Kinchana Mishata. Good thoughts they are all to be very, very powerful, contemplated, to be contemplated. The contemplation is on the thought of where is this Jagat before creation? It is inside Paramatma, wherein the Rupa Nama is unmanifest. Contemplate on it. And when the Rupa got manifested, it is given a name. That is only Vishesha. Between before creation, Bhagavan was there, and now the creation is there. And in the beginning, when there is no creation was there, the whole name of form, which form the whole creation is in unmanifest. Now they are just manifest. But yet the substratum, the Atma, the water continues to be there. Think about it, you will know everything is Paramatma. Example, gold and ornament. Before ornament is made, it's only called as gold. What? Even ornament. When the ornament was unmanifest in the gold. In the gold, millions of ornaments are in unmanifest form. One ornament, when got manifested, it appears as if separate from the gold because of its specific obtainment of a form. Then we are forced to give a name to it, and then we call it the bangle. हाथ में पहना बैंगल, otherwise to this bangle word and to that shape of bangle round, gold का कोई संबंध ही नहीं है उससे. Gold is हटके ही जरा, nobody can touch it, modify it, etc. And the gold, when the ornament you name it as bangle, do you forget the gold or what? गोल्ड भी है और ऑर्नामेंट भी है. नया नाम जुड़ गया बिकॉज रूप. बिफोर क्रिएशन only gold was there by name. So before creation, Atma alone was there by name Atma, no Vishwam. But from the Atma, from the gold, when the bangle shape which was unmanifest got into manifestation. So too, the whole world which is unmanifest when got into manifestation. Then you name it as the bangle and use it for that place. At all the period of time, it is golden. You know it also. सोने का आभूषण. And we talk about the name form first. क्या मेरे चुड़िया अच्छा है क्या? We ask. चुड़ी चुड़िया हो जो भी. Then वो बंदा हाँ अच्छा है लेकिन बना किससे? Then अब बताते गोल्ड कर. प्योर गोल्ड 24-22 कैरेट. The same way, whole world is all the time Paramatma. Just name came, we gave it a form. Form came, we gave it a name. Even in the name and form, substratum Paramatma. Think about it little more. Om, 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Mata ki Jai Ho. Tomorrow we'll conclude this first mantra. Thank you.